Hi, welcome to DB Online English. In today's lesson, we're gonna learn different types of pronouns, namely subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronouns, and we'll also look at possessive adjectives. Pronouns are essential words in spoken and written English as they help us avoid repetition, but they can be a bit confusing at times. So, why do we use pronouns? We use pronouns instead of using the same words or groups of words again and again because we don't want to be boring or repetitive. Let's take a look at a sample text and you will better understand why it is so important to use pronouns. My mother's kitchen is not big, but my mother's kitchen is warm and comfortable. My mother spends most of her time in my mother's kitchen. My mother cooks a lot and my mother's kitchen smells spicy and sweet. And it goes on like this. So what is strange about the sentences in this text? You are right. They are missing pronouns, words that replace nouns in a sentence. You will probably agree that the other text is much better than the first version. With the use of pronouns, we can read the text much more smoothly. There are a number of different kinds of pronouns. Tables can be very useful to learn the pronouns, but you should spend some time and practice your understanding with exercises. Now we're gonna study these pronouns and possessive adjectives in detail. Let's start with the subject pronouns. Subject pronouns take the place of a noun in the subject place. The subject pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Look at the sentences. I am a student. Alex is a football player. He is from Brazil. He refers to Alex. The weather is hot all year. It is wet from October to March. It refers to the weather. The boats in the old port are big. They're beautiful too. Here, in the last sentence, they refers to the boats. Notice that in each sentence pair, the highlighted pronoun replaces the subject. Object pronouns. They take the place of a noun in the object place. The object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, you, and them. Look at the example statements. Don't lie to me. This chair is for you. Where is Jane? The teacher wants to talk to her. Where are my keys? I can't find them. The highlighted nouns in these sentences are not subjects. Rather, they are objects. They either follow the main verb or they follow a preposition. Possessive adjectives. Possessives are words that show ownership or belonging. Possessive adjectives show that something belongs to someone. They are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Let's examine these sentences. My book is in my bag. Is this your luggage? The chameleon can change its color. Do you know those girls? What are their names? As you see in these examples, possessive adjectives always come before a noun. Note that we can also use possessive nouns to show ownership. They are nouns with an apostrophe, an s, or both. Let's analyze these sentences. Diane's book. Diane is the possessive noun. The book belongs to Diane. This is an example of a singular possessive noun. If there is a singular possessive noun, we should put an apostrophe before the s. The same rule applies when there is an irregular plural noun like women, men, children, etc. The apostrophe goes before the s. For example, men's clothes. But this rule changes a little when we have a plural possessive noun. Look at the example. Students' grades. As you see here, students is a plural noun, so we should put the apostrophe after the s. When there are nouns joined together, we add an apostrophe and an s to the last noun in the group, as in this example, Hansel and Gretel's Adventure. Let's look at the last rule. If there is a proper name that ends with an s, you can add just the apostrophe or an apostrophe and an s. For example, Socrates' life or James' car. Possessive pronouns. They can take the place of possessive adjective plus noun to show ownership. The possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, and theirs. Look at the examples. Is this book mine instead of my book? Or it's their problem, not ours. Instead of our problem, we say ours because this sounds more natural and you don't have to repeat the name of the person or the thing. And the last example, is this his car or hers instead of her car? Reference words are the words that refer back to a previous word or phrase but without repeating it. All these pronouns that we have looked at so far are reference words. Now let's examine some other common reference words. There refers to a place. In a sentence, instead of there, we can use a preposition plus the name of the place. For example, SeaWorld is a famous restaurant. You can eat delicious seafood there. As you see, instead of there, we can also say at SeaWorld, but this doesn't sound natural. Second one, we want to go to Antalya and stay there until September. Similarly, there refers to in Antalya. Then, on the other hand, refers to a time. For example, I can't meet you at 11. I will be at school then. In this sentence, then refers to at 11. Instead of repeating the same word, we should use then. Finally, one or once refers to a singular or plural noun. For example, I need a pen. Do you have one? Instead of a pen, we can say, do you have one? Here, one refers to a pen. Which books are yours? The old ones on the table. Instead of saying the old books on the table, we can simply say the old ones on the table. So that's all for today's lesson. Don't forget to do the exercises on OT class. Bye!